bro, I was making my own OCs, bro.
Yeah?
Yes.
Oh, in the Sonic universe?
Yes, I was drawing my own Sonic characters, dog.
Wait. Drop the name. You made a name for one of the characters. Just drop a name. What was his name, bro? Fasty?
I can't do it. I can't do it.
I know you made a name, bro.
Champion. It was an armadillo. I think their cast needed an armadillo, bro.
Like on some shit, like when he need to run, he hit this shit.
SXY! And today we got the worst redesigns of all time. This is by Diamondbolt. You already know the vibes. Be sure to check out my stuff.
Now, yo.
Sure to check out Stanley's stuff.
J-Live.
And let's get straight into it. Off rip. Toys R Us. Their logo became...
you in store. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Their logo became trash, bro.
Apple Jacks. Apple Jacks is bad, yeah. Shoot. You on a roll. Oh, Sour Patch Kids.
Sour Patch Kids.
They're just Patch Kids now.
Yeah. Oh, wait, really?
Mm-hmm. They're just Patch Kids now.
McDonald's.
Every NBA jersey ever, like every NBA jersey this season, they've only gotten worse.
I feel like that's just with logos and just in general. They just keep getting dumbed down.
They keep going down.
Yeah.
A girl with birthday makeup.
You know the quote, "Be the change you want to see in the world."
It was funny.
Appreciate it.
It was funny.
Well, I'm pretty sure when it was said, it meant everyone except the people who made the Bob the Builder reboot.
Oh! That's real?
About a month ago, I made the mistake of asking people on Twitter what they thought the worst
What the hell is even that?
That is not Bob the Builder, bro. That's
like Tom, right?
Yeah, that is Tim the Tinkerer. Ugh. Bro, that's Fred the Fiddler.
That's John the join them together.
redesign of all time was, not realizing that it was going to be the most passionate Bob the Builder fandom on the entire planet. Because I was spammed with an army of blue check marks copy-pasting the exact same tweet about
So it's a Hank the Handyman.
Velma and April O'Neil, as if they're allowed to have an opinion on anything when they literally pay for Twitter, and the other half will bots. And I don't want to talk about any of that weak shit, okay? I'm talking about how you can see the exact moment the guy who was designing Mega Man got divorced. As I'm sure we all know, people historically really love change and have absolutely...
They did
Mega Man got divorced. As I'm sure...
They did hold Thundercats.
Oh, we all know.
Bro. I forgot they did that.
People historically...
That's horrible, bro. That is horrible, bro.
Really love change and have absolutely never freaked out and overreacted about things not looking exactly the same for the rest of time.
This show basically kicks Thundercats.
You know what's crazy? They called it Thundercats Roar. It's so obviously a Teen Titans Go attempt.
It's bad.
That's horrible,
and not a good
bro.
one either.
At all.
It's a problem.
The thing is, the art style is tough, bro.
Yeah.
I actually like the animation style.
I just feel like...
I just wish it wasn't Thundercats.
That's what I'm saying. I just feel like just don't make Thundercats. I feel like just make your own show and make it funny.
Literally.
That's in the balls. And then it rips the balls off. And then it throws the balls on the ground after pissing on the balls.
Now, maybe I'm just used to it because like a lot of the stuff I grew up with wasn't as concerned with...
I like GT. I like GT. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoyed GT.
Oh, Dragon Ball GT?
Yeah,
I love Dragon Ball GT. Dragon Ball GT was fire.
Consistent character design as it was like harvesting all of my pocket money by selling toys. Like, you know, as a kid whose special interest was sinking thousands of my parents' savings into Bionicles.
Do you remember these the Bionicle McDonald's toys?
It was never my bag. Bakugans though? Bakugans were way more my bag.
Nah, you lost me. I loved Bionicles, bro. I jacked Bionicles, bro.
A little easier to steal Bakugans. Bionicles was a little expensive.
I was stealing Legos.
How?
It was still the piece. Oh, I never had Lego sets. I just had a bunch of pieces, and I would just make my own stuff.
That's what I thought you meant. Okay.
Like,
yeah, I never had
steal,
Lego
like,
sets either.
Lego's like the only thing I got caught stealing, actually.
Okay, let's go child toys, Beyblades.
You stole Beyblades?
Mm-hmm.
Dang, bro. I stole a lot of Legos in my life, bro. I had
like a good amount. Like you could actually build something.
Enough Beyblades, enough Legos to like cover probably all the stuff that you. Because the thing about Legos that's so stealing friendly is like with a Beyblade, right? If I steal, I'm assuming you're talking about the metal ones.
Yeah.
If I stole a metal piece, I'd have to steal the cap, the thing that goes on top of the metal piece, the thing that goes under it, and then the spinning thing. With Legos, I could steal block by block.
Like so, let's say this was a Beyblade. Like this you just
No, but what I'm saying is, you could like steal one block here, one block there, a wheel
like
here.
less risk. You just got to do
risk.
more attempts.
Exactly.
Okay, mine was like medium risk, low attempts.
I'm not.
I get what you're saying.
Because of that, you had better toys. You had better toys. I had Legos. Beyblades are cooler than Legos. Bro.
Okay. Ooh, I don't think so.
Well, no, cooler than like.
And like that individual sense, like that one. I get what you mean.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
All of these guys went through like a new design every year with gradually fluctuating levels of elbows. So, you know, between being a Power Rangers fan and my absent father, I kind of just got used to never being attached to anything. And now you get to experience what being on a first date with me is like, because I'm going to talk about Ben 10 for 30 minutes. There was not a single miss in the OG show, okay? Every single...
cap!
The transformations were
Every
tough.
single one of them, bro. My only gripe with Ben 10, I said this on my jump before, they needed to use Cannonball more. That was literally my only gripe, bro. I wanted to see Cannonball more. They never used my dog, bro. The only gripe with the show, perfect show.
Which one is Cannonball?
The yellow dude that spins in a circle.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Cannonbolt. Oh wow! Wow.
They didn't use him in the
wow.
OG show
at all.
He was
bro.
so tough, bro. He was so cool, bro, and they just didn't use him, bro.
I hate when that happens, bro.
Yeah, he was tough, bro.
Yeah. Who was your favorite one?
Outside of Cannonbolt, probably. Okay, let's go through it. We got fire.
I'm bad with names.
Heat blast. You got heat blast. You got gray matter, the little alien.
Yeah.
You got accelerate, the fast.
Yeah.
You got upgrade, the little.
I already know my two favorites, bro.
Okay. You got the jawfish. Jawbreaker or something.
I'm not locked in. You got me, bro.
You got the mutt. Something.
The orange
wild
one?
mutt. Wild mutt.
That's the orange one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Forearms. Who am I missing? Ghost Freak.
I'm
a 8. Hold on.
Did you say brain matter already?
I didn't say brain matter.
That was my favorite one.
Gray matter.
Brain matter was tough.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name? Brain matter or
Gray? The small one?
No, I'm talking about the smart one.
Yeah. Is he small?
Yeah, he looks like a roach.
Yeah, gray matter.
Gray?
Is it gray matter? I think it's gray matter.
I don't know, bro.
But I know what you're talking about. Yeah, he's tough.
That was my favorite one. He was tough.
Gray matter's tough.
The little one that separates into multiple.
Oh, that's Echo.
I like Echo too.
That's Benton Alien Force.
Oh.
Like that's like his teen shit.
You lost me, bro.
Hey, bro, no, Echo home. I love Echo.
Yeah.
You got solid picks. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey man, those are my two. Anytime they were on the screen, I liked it.
I'm going upgrade and Cannonball.
Upgrade was the one that can turn into technology, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, upgrade was hard.
It's really the green and black. The green and black was hard as fuck.
Upgrade was tough.
Who alien wouldn't be safe to eat because they're also
Diamond.
He's hard.
I was like, bro, who am I?
He's hard. Hell, he's literally hard.
And then even when they did the sequel series Alien Force and changed the entire art style, I still think pretty much every redesign was a glow up as long as we don't talk about Ripjaws. But then when they made the fourth show Omniverse and changed the entire art style again, they suddenly decided that all of these fucking suck actually and went out of their way to redesign every
I didn't like these.
Every single alien in the entire series and also retroactively
step down.
Ew.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Canonized that all of them used to be butt-ass naked.
Ugh. I
Even
forgot about this one.
the aliens that started out looking the same would show up with the most dogshit redesign of all time a few episodes later.
That is trash.
Like they knew that they couldn't possibly top my goat Swampfire, so they dedicated.
Swampfire was fire. Swampfire was that nigga.
I was only beefing with Swampfire because I'm like, this is so a Heat Blast remake.
Yeah.
But Swampfire was actually tough.
Swampfire was calm as shit.
He was fire.
I had a Ben 10 video game and I like using him.
Did an entire episode to turning him into complete shit. Like the ones that got the biggest upgrade were the ones that already looked like shit to begin with. Like when your alien starts out by looking like a red ball sack, the only place to go is up, really. But it wasn't the only show to redesign the whole cast in between seasons, like Jake Long, American Dragon, being another.
Jake Long, American Dragon did glow up.
This is one of them ones.
I ain't gonna lie, American Dragon is one of them.
American Dragon was one of that
Boy,
shit.
he's the American Dragon.
Boy.
Yeah.
Boy.
That's a real New York.
No, bro. The thing is, I think of Zuko when they hear him. When they see Jake, I think of Jake when I hear Zuko, bro.
I agree.
I ain't gonna lie.
I agree.
I ain't gonna lie.
The tragic.
Adios, Jay.
Victim of the Ozempic epidemic. You look at like the Mystery Incorporated Scooby-Doo gang compared to the series that came out 5 years later.
They gotta stop doing this with TV shows, bro.
It's
They
just
have to
that
stop doing this.
simplification of their features.
They gotta. I know it's
Bring 'em
easier
back,
to,
bro.
I know it's easier to animate. It's more expressive, so it's more like brain rotty, kid friendly. But you gotta stop doing this, bro.
I agree.
It completely.
The thing is, my problem is like they'll do this for like the new people, right? Mm-hmm. They'll do this for new people, completely undermining the fact that they have an audience already who will be willing to watch it.
Yeah.
So, but then they'll use old material that doesn't keep up with up-to-date topics.
Yep.
So it'll be design you with out-of-date topics, and now nobody's watching it.
No one wants to watch it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that looks like a Family Guy cutaway gag. And wait, before you pretend to go to the bathroom, let me just talk about Ninja Turtles, okay? Team.
I don't think Ninja Turtles has a bad show.
I'm not gonna lie, I agree.
I don't. Yeah,
That's a
I don't-
W take.
I don't think they do.
Even their movie,
whatever he says, even the live action movie was good.
Yeah,
too.
the live action was OD tough.
Whatever he says, I think I'm gonna disagree.
He gotta pull something out of nowhere.
The newest design I hated. No, you
On
talking about
Disney?
No, I think he's talking about 2012 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I disagree strongly.
Yeah.
2012 was fire.
Yeah, I agree.
2012 was fire.
Team's a series that's been around for a while, but hasn't had too many big changes, really. Like, they've had a lot of different versions, sure, but generally they keep to looking pretty much the same, like, 4 identical
This.
Yeah, no, this is hard.
This is tough.
Yeah, this is hard.
Tough.
turtles
I wouldn't mind if most shows look like that.
Yeah, not at all.
who like pizza and want to bang a human.
Do you sometimes wish that April was a turtle?
Oh, bro, I've been trying to talk her into an interspecies relationships for months now.
Hey. Look at his face, bro.
Until Nickelodeon did Rise of the TMNT.
Yeah, this one is what I was saying. This one's fire. That's what I'm saying.
Fire.
Only up.
Where they
Only
made
up.
the turtles actually distinct from one another for the first time
Oh, okay, he's glazing it. Okay, I thought he was gonna shit on it.
ever.
Bro, Ralph being swole is so tough.
It's so good, bro.
Which caused absolutely no issues
Raph.
with the most tolerant fan base of all time.
Everybody hates me!
No, little dude. Honest.
Hold on. I hate him.
Same thing happened with the new movie they did,
This was tough too.
where these guys were losing their goddamn minds over the
this
fact that they
movie
made
was
April O'Neil not as
You
hot
watch
as
that?
Huh? I haven't.
It's such
But
a-
I haven't
it's
watched
good.
anything though.
Yeah.
she was in the original show, because apparently the only thing that makes good character design to these people is how easy it is to jack off to it. Which, like, don't even look that bad when you look at, like, the Michael Bay ones that look like Craig from Halo
I
This
still
looks
like
fantastic.
This. I
if you
still
ask
like
me.
it.
I genuinely liked it.
Infinite, okay? Suddenly Raph looking like Sonic Boom Knuckles isn't that bad, alright? And oh yeah, remember that time they tried to
I don't think Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles has a bad
I don't
show.
think they have a bad one.
And Sonic Boom was good.
Yeah, this also looks good.
the
I'm
humor-
not mad at this yet.
No. I think the humor in this show has the best humor in any piece of Sonic fiction.
Oh, I didn't.
The humor in the show was really good.
Oh, I know what you're talking
It was
about.
almost Gumball level. It was almost
Yeah.
Gumball level.
redesign the
Not Gumball level, but it was almost.
entire main Sonic cast by drowning them in
Look at
toilet
that.
paper and anabolic steroids. I love Tails, I love Amy, Sonic is also there too, but that Knuckles is
This nigga, do you hate Swole, bro? like damn! Can't take creatine, bro.
No cap.
Golly.
not it, bro. And you know, they might not look that different to any normal person watching, but you gotta understand, okay? These are Sonic fans we're talking about.
Bro, I love Sonic. Sonic was like
Sonic's
that
cool.
was Sonic's the reason I can draw now, bro.
No cap. Everybody
Like,
starts off tracing the Sonic.
That's what I'm
bro.
saying.
That's so real of you.
I was making my own OCs, bro.
Yeah?
Yes.
Oh, in the Sonic universe?
Yes, I was drawing my own Sonic characters, dog.
Wait. Drop the name. You didn't make a name for one of the characters? You made a name for one of the characters. Just drop a name. What was his name, bro? Fasty?
I can't do it. 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 I can't do
I know
it.
you made a name, bro.
Champion.
Yeah!
It was a. No, you know what? You know what? No, that shit was tough, bro. Look. It was an armadillo.
Okay.
Cause they be going into the balls.
Right.
I think Sonic needed an armadillo, bro. I think their cast needed an armadillo, bro.
Like on some shit, like when he need to run, he hit this shit.
Bro. Why did you do that? You just hit your mic. Why did you do that? That was so dumb.
I got excited. Cause you know how they roll first.
Yes.
To charge.
No, yes, bro. Yes.
My elbow hurts.
I know it hurts. You're gonna have a rug burn, bro. Get carpet in their streaming room and forget how to act, bro. Anyways, yeah, I think the Sonic cast needed an armadillo, so I drew an armadillo. He had like big shoes. He had like shells all over his body. It was cool.
I want Sonic's arm to not be blue.
It's not like shitty redesigns and cartoons are a new thing anyway.
Once again, I'm not mad at Teen Titans Go. I think it's overrated. I think Simba saw that. Damn that dent. Stanley's on the floor because he flopped, and we're talking about my dent. Stanley literally just did this. I think their cast needed an armadillo.
Like on some shit, like when he need to run, he hit this shit.
Bro. Stanley just did that, and we're talking about a damn headset dent. What are we doing? I talked about both, actually. Carry on.
Like, there was this 80s show called Captain N about a dude who teams up with a bunch of NES characters, where in every episode I feel like I'm on the top page of Pornhub because all I'm seeing is so much ass.
Simon Belmont, Kid Icarus, Mega Man.
So much ass. Oh, I just got it. I didn't get it.
You guys are.
That's Mega Man? Ew!
Much ass.
Simon Belmont,
Wait, hold up.
Kid Icarus,
Oh!
Mega Man? You guys aren't real.
It's the exact same thing with like redesigned corporate logos, right? Where
Oh yeah, the logos be trash.
for some reason, every couple decades, any company with a really successful and easily recognizable logo feels compelled to order this contractually mandated downgrade where they piss away literally millions of.
There's a single good company upgraded logo. Outside of
Kia,
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Outside of Kia.
Mazda.
Oh, what did they have? They had that.
Wait, no, Mazda didn't. No, Mazda's logo's always been the same, I think. No.
I don't think Mazda changed.
No, I'm lying.
Kia though.
Kia went crazy.
Kia had an upgrade.
Kia went crazy. There's another one. YouTube low key. I'm not mad at you. Instagram's new logo is way
Instagram's
better
logo's
because it
better.
used to be the
Yeah.
camera.
I agree.
Instagram's calm.
I agree. I could give Instagram.
Low key, if you want to count it, musically to TikTok was a great.
Musically to TikTok, I think
Musically to
counts.
TikTok was
Yeah,
good.
but that's a whole rebrand. But I do count that.
dollars to suck out all of the sauce until they look like a accounting firm. Like, look at Petco, bro. They killed the dogs. Gap
That's so stupid.
unironically hired some guy to open Microsoft Paint and then chuck the default font in a blue square in the corner, which cost them $100 million and then didn't even last a week before they changed it back. Sometimes it's for the best though. Like, you ever see what the old Ronald McDonald used to look like?
What the f is that?
And I'm not saying that simpler is bad every time, okay? Like, at least the
Whoa. See, this is ass. this is ass.
What part specifically?
Shit, the ass.
They have my dog. They have my dog Cyborg looking like Usher.
Yeah, I ain't going. Boy.
They said, "Oh my god!" That's an outfit, bruh.
Bruh, having thighs as a robot is just crazy. Like, why'd they leave that part human, bruh? Why does nigga... Why you only got half of his upper pecs, bro?
Bruh, I would be bad as hell.
This ain't even a robot. This just look like a male stripper. What the f?
The aliens in the Ben 10 reboot are actually possible for 8-year-old kids to make fan art of, okay? Trying to work out how the fuck to
Forgot about that.
Stink bug.
draw Wildvine as a kid was definitely responsible for like half of my mental health issues. But as a 37-year-old balding depressed man, I'm old enough to have grown up exclusively with all of those like creepy-ass British claymation shows that nowadays all have the exact
Wallace and Gromit gave me actual nightmares
Every
as a kid,
single
bro.
claymation show is trash.
I hate. It made me so scared, bro. Chicken Run,
Yup.
Wallace and Gromit, Shaun the Sheep.
There's so many that I didn't watch. Like every single one.
Terrifying,
horrifying.
bro.
exact same Cocomelon ass art style where they sacrificed all of their aura to look like insurance mascots. Like the new Bob the Builder looks like the before and after of taking 5 years of
This is ass. This is nasty, bro.
continuous methamphetamine. But like, I don't know, maybe these all just look weird to me because I'm a
Wait. Coraline was tough.
Coraline?
And Monster House was also tough.
Monster House? Oh,
Monster
Inc.
House.
Monster's House?
Monster House?
Is that like the Monster Inc. before?
No, Monster House. It was the house that was like eating people. You didn't watch Monster House? Monster House was tough.
The kids that went inside the joke.
Monster
that
House
was claymation?
Wasn't it? Or was it 3D?
I think that was 3D.
I think it was 3D. My fault.
Grown-ass man, and these don't affect me in any way. You know, maybe the Zoomers who grew up on these ones will think I'm a idiot.
Robot Chicken's calm, but I'm not thinking Robot Chicken when I think Wallace and Gromit. Robot
Chicken's like, there's nothing else on. Let me watch this.
Yeah, and Robot Chicken is like, it's supposed to be like claymation
Disturbing
works for
almost,
it's like that on Wallace and Gromit is not meant to be disturbing.
How much of y'all have went and to YouTube and typed in Robot Chicken episode 24?
No.
Come on, man.
Yeah, because I
was watching that after Naruto.
Exactly.
like the Skylanders Spyro more than the original, since that's the one I blew my entire life savings on as a kid, and this is the one that looks weird to me. Even
with Spyro, bro.
Spyro's
my
I had the game.
Spyro, I had the Game Boy game.
Yeah. Spyro was tough. I don't know about Spyro
knowledge.
Spyro was fire. He was fire.
even though his head looks like it's been repeatedly caved in with a shovel. It's still a lot nicer than what Microsoft did to Conquer, okay? I'm always gonna prefer the midlife crisis Spider-Man face to Timu Tom Holland because that's the one I sunk like 60 hours into. But then we look at movies, right? Which are doing the complete opposite, where for some reason, whenever they adapt literally anything with an already beloved design, they have to turn it into the most overcomplicated, unrecognizable homunculus. Like, you know, the American Godzilla taking the most iconic movie monster of all time and turning it into a T-Rex with bad posture, or basically any superhero costume from the 90s. Now, I bet you've been waiting for me to bring up the Sonic movie for like the 80th video in a row, but nope, I'm gonna be nice this time, okay? Because you know what I think is worse than that? Nothing. Shit. But easy second place goes to the Power Rangers movie.
He kind of funny. It's actually funny, bro.
That Megazord looks like ass. Why would you take one of the most peak designs of all time and then just turn it into
Ew.
That is bad.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
It loses every single piece of charm that it was supposed to have.
All of it.
They try to do too much on banking on the fact that we're gonna find it cool.
Yeah.
Just like literally give me what's on the left and put mad like gadgets in it. Like,
bro,
you know what I'm saying? Make it look techy and it'll be cool.
Do this and add better shading.
Yeah, like literally, bro.
I don't need
that.
This shit looks like, what's that anime, bro? What's that anime,
Gundam?
bro? Yeah, what's that anime, bro? It's like the most popular
Gundam. Oh.
No, I don't remember.
a dude, okay? This pasta tastes like shit because there's no goddamn sauce. The designers they get for the Disney live action remakes gotta have like the easiest job in the entire world because all they have to do is like look up a PNG of an animal and then call it Sebastian. Look at what they did to my boy Flounder. That is literally just a fish.
Yeah,
Neon Genesis.
This used to be a really big thing with superhero movies too, back when the Fox X-Men movies were terrified of primary colors and Galactus was a fart cloud. The first attempt at Deadpool showed everyone that removing literally...
First X-Men movies were actually like that. So.
Bro, the old X-Men was like...
Yeah, I'm not mad at those.
Yeah, every single defining aspect of a character is surprisingly a really bad idea. There were a lot of choices made with the Jared Leto...
This Joker was ass. That Joker looked...
That don't look like a rap album.
It looked too much... It looked like MGK. Bro.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I was not jacking that Joker.
Yeah. Joker, and not a single one of them was good. And I think maybe the only consistent thing about the last couple phases of the MCU was them competing to see which redesign can be the biggest drop in quality. MODOK went from this to a guy. The leader went from Green Megamind to a guy. Gore went from like maybe one of the sickest villain designs of all time to a guy. I get like you can't just go completely comic accurate with some of these or that shit's gonna look goofy as fuck. Like, I think every Spider-Man movie's kind of crushed it with doing, like, a mix of their own thing while still being actually recognizable. Not you. Like, even in Detective...
What? What?
Bro,
I like...
Like, a mix of their own thing while still being actually recognizable. Not you. Like, even...
Damn,
I like the Electro.
I was with bro.
Yeah,
What?
Electro too.
I actually felt bad for him.
I genuinely felt bad for him.
Very bad.
I felt like he OD got hold. Like,
he got hold.
He became a villain, and I was like, type shit. You
Oh.
know what I'm saying?
Like, bro, he became a villain. I was like, yo, charge my phone and you can do your whole thing.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have stopped him.
At all, bro.
Yeah.
Even in Detective Pikachu, where they basically kept everything exactly the same, still had to make everything overly detailed to the
I like the
That's fine. Yeah, me too.
point that it, like, killed my childhood dream of wanting to be a trainer
Okay, this was nasty.
by making me afraid of every...
That was nasty.
Pokemon in the movie. Same shit with the Minecraft movie, okay? That first trailer dropping didn't give me the greatest first impression when Steve was wearing this weird up V-neck looking thing for some reason. But you know, after watching the movie, like honestly...
Turtleneck V is insane.
Turtleneck V is
A
absolutely
turtleneck V?
No, that's
That's a real thing? That's like... I'm so sorry. Could you Google that? There's no way that's like a purchasable clothing item.
V turtleneck.
Nah. No, okay.
Yeah,
It doesn't look like an actual clothing item, like, you know what I'm saying?
This one's pretty close. This one's.
Say you swear to God.
This is pretty close. This is. Oh no, he's layering it.
Okay, yeah.
You almost beat his ass, bro.
Boy, a turtleneck V is single-handedly the craziest thing I could have seen, bro.
Wasn't that bad. Minecraft is like basically impossible to translate to live action without looking like a little cooked, so I think they honestly did like alright. They're all still kind of weird if you look at any of them for more than 2 seconds, but everything pretty much looks the same as the game, just with like the RTX filter turned on, which is actually still better than Sonic 06, where because they wanted people to take it seriously this time, they made the art direction more realistic, which basically amounted to just making everyone longer. And even with the game fighting for its life to mesh the aesthetics of like disturbingly realistic people with giant talking cartoon animals, somehow no one got it as bad as Eggman.
This is bad. This is bad. I'll give it to him. This is bad.
Look at the top of his head.
Yeah, that's bad.
But redesigns don't even have to be that radical of a change to
Shout out
piss
quintessential.
people off, okay? Even just changing the shoes on the sexy M&M mascots was enough to cause Tucker Carlson to have a mental break.
If you tweak
They
that-
always judging the black woman. They always judging the black woman, gang. From what next? She take off her glasses, she not allowed to have contact? Let her be her, bruh.
You gotta be twice as sweet to be half the kid.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
That's so stupid.
on, man,
That's
man.
so dumb.
Breakdown on live TV.
The green M&M, you will notice, is no longer wearing sexy boots. Now she's wearing sensible sneakers. That's the
Sensible sneakers.
goal. When you're totally turned off,
Dude, I want to jerk off!
If you're tight over M&M candy shoes, outside. Outside. But hey, man, that's gonna be the video. I hope you guys liked it. I'll catch you guys in the next one. That's gonna be it from us.
Stay away from V turtlenecks.
Yeah, no cap. Peace.